And we're back. Yeah, I had to close my app. I was just stuck there. Unfortunately, it stopped the stream. But we're back. We're back, ready to go. That's the important thing. Bit of a stop-start night here for the Formula 2 drivers. It's, you know, it is what it is, I guess. These things do happen. Just waiting for the invite to be sent once again, and we'll be back underway. Here we go then, here comes the invite. Back into the lobby for the race. Actually, it was a very good competitive sprint race for the whole there. You know, Gagli and Bucco managed to pull away there, but very, very close between everyone else. Hopefully makes for a good feature race too. So everybody getting back in the lobby. Shouldn't take long. There we go. Just one more, and then we'll be good to go. And I think it's Gagli we're waiting on. Yeah, just waiting on Gagli. I mean, if he didn't rejoin for the feature race, it would make things a lot closer, of course. So everyone's readied up. Yeah, it looks like Gagley's going to miss out here, which, as I mentioned, is going to make for a much closer race, I think. Yeah, he's running late for time, so it's going to make for something different in this race. No formation lap then, straight into the race. Might have been, it does occasionally mess the lobby up with the formation lap. Oh, and someone's into a wall already. That's Bucco, and he's down in 10th. Without Gagley, I'd have said he was the pre-race favourite. Check the tyres, yeah, you can see Lee, Craig, Taffy, Ace and Giathanos all looking for that undercut. Bucco fighting back already. He's on the hard tyres as well, so if he's got damage, that could be difficult for him. Everyone managed to get through on the start. Oh, and that's Craig down into 6th. Nice one up to 4th, by the way. That's a decent start there. Taffy going through on Craig had a really poor corner there and run really wide. Not advisable to go side by side through there, but they both got through pretty nicely, to be fair. Well, Bucco's going to have to be on the charge here. He's 3.2 down. Oh, and you see in the background, someone went straight on. I believe it was Bucco. Yeah, he's back down in 10th position. Surely he's got some sort of damage there on his car. But it will be Lee leading the race, no pun intended. Already 2 seconds in front, and see, I think the undercut here at Silverstone is massively important, just because of how long the pit lane is. Ice One currently leading a bit of a train. No DRS until lap 3. This isn't Formula 1, this is Formula 2. So, yeah, he's got time to try and have at least 1 or 2 of these guys behind him gapped, ready for the DRS kicking in. Dreaming out 2.8, so the gap closed slightly, but now back up to 3 seconds again. Might have been the Constantina effect. I haven't put the track map on, so I'll get that on for us. There you go. Just gives us a bit of an indicator where everyone is. And yeah, so we're on lap 2, and oh, Taffy with 3 seconds, so that's very early as well to get 3 seconds. To already have 3 track limit warnings at this point. And he's got to go a long way and not get any more. And it's a long way to not incur another penalty when you've already got one. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out on. And Lee again putting in the fastest lap. 3.4 is the gap. DRS is now enabled, and because of how quickly he's been there, he has really opened up a big gap to Dreamer. Pandaman Gaming behind in third, followed by Ice One in fourth, who's leading this, what we can now call a DRS train. 5 drivers in it, and it is Ice One at the front. He's trying to move across. He's trying to get away, so the cars behind aren't getting slipstream. He knows he's under a lot of pressure here. Giathanos has gone through on Shane there for 7th position. Craig's looking to send it down the inside. I don't think he's quite close enough. No, he's decided to back out. No cops then, and we go again. Oh, and I think was that Daisy Taffy running quite wide there, and again running quite wide. Got to be careful here about track limits. Don't want to incur any more than you need. Giathanos is looking to make some moves here. He's right on the back of Taffy. I think Taffy's going to be all right though, just purely on the basis that he does have DRS and we'll be able to defend. And speaking of defending, Ice One is going to have to defend for his life here. He's at the front of the train, has the distinct disadvantage. Oh, and there you see a big touch on Taffy. I think he touched the back of Craig's car there, and has lost out big time, down to 8th position and 7 seconds behind Shane now. That was a very, very costly error. And very unfortunate for Taffy. He's got it all to do. See the penalties coming in quick, thick and fast here, as Dreamer's picked up 3 seconds. We saw Giathanos also pick up 3 seconds. Craig's just dropped back out of DRS. He's on the cusp, isn't he? He's almost out, but as long as he can keep it within a second, he should be able to. He should be able to defend against Shane as Ace goes through on Taffy, who's coming to the pits. Let's stay on board with Taffy here, so we can actually see the pit crew. As the wing changes, his front left end plate is battered, and now the tyres. Yeah, everyone running around. This is, yeah, as you see, the pit stops a lot longer here in Formula 2. It's good to see that realism there in terms of having a lighter pit crew. And now we know. It's important. Excuse me. Already on lap 5, as we're looking at Lee at the minute, who's got a fantastic lead at the front. And Nice one with 3 seconds. He didn't get any penalties in the sprint race, but in the feature race, he's got 3 seconds. Craig right behind him, and Craig's going to really be able to push here. He's got nothing to worry about from his teammate behind Shane. Almost 2 seconds. Let's see if Craig can make a move. He looks a bit far back to me, but he is closing really quickly, but yeah, just a bit too far back. Not quite enough for the overtake. I expect the soft runners to be coming in at any point right now, and we'll have to see if this undercut works or not. I mean, Taffy's quite far behind, but even in Formula 1, it's about 42 seconds stop in total, isn't it? The pit lane is just that the point where you enter and you have to slow down up to the pit limit. You've got ages to go, and you've got to go around the corner, and then you've got your start line to come back out, and your pit limit speed is very slow here at Silverstone, so it does mean that the undercut is very strong, and that's what these soft runners will be looking to do, is maybe lose a position or three now to be better in the long run. You see that even though Craig has had the soft tyres on, he's not been able to pass ice one. Yep, so Lee at the front is going to come into the pits. And they're off of those soft tyres. And in comes Craig. We're going to have a new race leader. Got to slow it down. Make sure you... There you go. Oh, he baited himself there. He slowed down too early and he thought, oh, I'll accelerate. That's cost him 10 seconds. It's not good at all. Whereas, if he'd have just carried on going slow, he would have only lost a second or two. So Lee's coming out, and we'll rejoin in 5th position. Very good pace on the softs. Of course, has had clean air the whole race, and he has got some air. And he's on those fresh hard tyres. Let's see if he's able to close the gap. Excuse me. We'll see if he's how quick he's going to go relative to everyone else in front of him. I'm assuming all of the soft runners came in there. Yes, they did. Suppose that expect what? At the end of lap 9 for the hard runners to come in. So Lee's got from now until then to try and close the gap on those in front, and he is doing. I was just pouring myself a quick drink. My throat's getting a little bit dry. That's 3 seconds for Shane. That's could be costly. But right now, as Lee gets to 12 seconds, the gap, our race leader is Dreamer, and he's got a good 5 seconds on Pandaman Gaming, although he does have a 3-second penalty where Pandaman Gaming doesn't, so that gap is actually 2 seconds, or 1.8 now. He'll be pleased to be leading the race. It's always a good experience to be leading, and it always gives you the chance of racing under that pressure that you're in front. Let's just quickly look at Bucco's tyres. He's 7-lap old tyres. He's going to have to take them the whole of the race, you know, if he's going to stay out. Ooh, they're going to drop off at the end. He's still got a good chance, though. Within 4 seconds of Lee, so if he can stay around that, he'll be good to go. Lee now's took about another 8, 9 tenths out of, what is it? It's a full second now, more than that, out of the time of Shane. He's catching up really quickly. As we reach the end of lap 8. I'm not seeing anybody pitting as yet. Off of the hard tyres. Such a shame there for Craig as well. And that extra 10 seconds is going to be massively costly for him at the end of this race, I imagine. As I said before, he just kind of baited himself. He slowed down a bit too early, which fine is a mistake, but I think you just have to. I've slowed down. I'm now at pit limit speed, then I'm not going to go any quicker, or only slightly quicker. Because you've seen what he actually absolutely went for it and tried to slam on at the end, and it didn't work. We got 3 seconds for Craig. There you go. I think his head's gone a little bit. I think we saw 3 seconds for Ace there as well. He's Dreamer at the front though, and he's doing a decent enough job right now. He's got all those behind him, Pandaman, Ice One, and Shane all to pit in yet. Let's see if he comes in at the end of this lap, or if he goes one more. It looks like he's coming in. I'll make sure he doesn't pick up any additional penalties. Yeah, that's good. Let's get on board then with Lee and see how many of these that he can get past. Only Dreamer pitted in there, by the way. That's a bit surprising. Oh no, I think Shane came in as well. So Pandaman Gaming now leads the race. Has no penalties either, so pretty good for him. As you see, Lee has managed to jump up to 3rd position, 13.4 behind Ice One. We go down to Bucco actually in 5th, and I think he's got the used tyres on, or heavily worn tyres. Look at the temperature. He could put pressure on his teammate Dreamer here. We'll see though. They're going to be really struggling at the end, I would imagine. We'll get back up to our main man Lee. 13.1 the gap. And closing, look, down to 12.9, 12.8. He's looking really good. And 6 seconds of penalties now for Dreamer, which will put Bucco up into 4th. Pre-race favourite, Gasly dropping out. Had a disastrous start, but a bit better now. You just got to be a little bit careful in terms of track limits. Ice One stayed out for another lap. Surely he's got to come in at the end of this lap. At least definitely gotten through on Pandaman Gaming. We'll see who else, if anyone else managed to get through. Yeah, Dreamer's gone through. including Bucco, went into the pits there. Yeah, he did. Put some softs on towards the end. 11.7 the gap. That's only going to get closer, I imagine, between now and the end of the stint. I would assume that Ice One's going to come in during this lap. We'll have to see for sure. Bucco's put softs on here. Let's just have a look. He's got fresh softs on. You'd assume he's going to get the fast lap. He could make up some positions here. He's got to be quick. He's not got a lot of time. So gap 10.7 and closing. Now Ice One has come into the pits. Has he gone a little bit too long here? He's definitely going to be able to get maximum out of the oh, that's a bit wide, out of the soft tyres. It's where he comes out relative to let's say for example like Pandaman Gaming and Thanos. That's the fastest lap of the race so far for Dreamer. Only 2 seconds behind. He's on soft tyres as well. He's had a good run, Dreamer. Eh? It's a shame about those 6 seconds of penalties. Of course, these hard tyres now will be inferior in terms of the performance compared to the softs. So this could end up being a very close battle. Lap 12 of 15. Nice one. Looks like, yeah, he's come out in 4th position. Not too bad. Gap is closing though. Right back in 1 second. Apologies for that quick break there. We've been done normally by now, and I could have gone to the toilet in peace, but yeah, I had to make a quick dash. Dreamer now, right on the back now of Lee. What will inevitably help Lee is he's got 6 seconds of penalties, but Dreamer is giving everything he's got. He's got DRS too, and he's going to take the lead of the race. Yeah, he's going to probably not actually win the race after penalties, but on track he's in 1st position, and that is a fantastic pass by Dreamer late on. And further down, and let's see where Bucco would be. He'd make 3 places up, so currently 9th, but with the penalties I think he moves up to 6th. Here at the front, Dreamer pulling away. Pandaman Gaming gets 3 seconds. That's his second lot of penalties for track limits. Let's see if Lee can mount a comeback here. The final 2 laps. A bit further down, we've got teammates battling. That's Shane and Craig. On different strategies too. Shane is on the soft tyres, I believe. Yeah. And you see Craig passing his teammate. Oh, he's got a bit of a corner there. Obviously, Craig has got a lot more penalties than Shane, although Shane did just receive 3 more. It's probably not going to make a difference in terms of who finishes in front of who there. Lee's done a decent job. He's staying within range. He's going to get DRS, and I think that's going to make a big difference, because it's not allowing Dreamer to pull away and try and make 6 seconds of a gap. It's very difficult with such a short amount of time to go. But yeah, it's obviously doing Lee a favour anyway, just keeping within range. These penalties are going to mix up the final standings somewhat. As I mentioned, I think Bucco's going to move up a position or 2. Ace will be moving up at least 1 position. As it stands, as we start the final lap. And it's been an interesting night. The racing's been great. The lobby's not so great. But the final lap of the race then, lap 15 of 15. And Lee just dropping to over a second behind. I think he just about, did he get the DRS? Yeah, he did. But it's Dreamer at the front. Is Lee going to make a big move here and try and win it on track as well? I'd say he'd be wise not to. Just stay there and just win the race. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if he tries this. I don't think he will. He's not. I don't think he's close enough. So Dreamer, it looks like he's going to cross the line first, but he's going to finish in second, which ultimately is not a bad finish at all. It's a podium. It's good points, and it's going to allow him to be confident going into future races. And another 3 seconds for Giathanos. Lots of penalties, which is not great to see. But here we go, over the finish line, and yep, Lee's going to take it. I think Dreamer just about got on there in first, but he's going to be second overall. Pandaman Gaming takes the final podium place. Here comes Ice One in 4th. They're still battling, Shane and Craig. Oh, and all sorts going on there. Giafanos comes over the line in 5th position, but he's going to lose a place, I believe. Yep, Shane goes in front. Bucco has managed to jump there into 6th, so Giafanos will be 7th. Ace 8th, and Craig 9th. And the final guy over the line is going to be Dirty Taffy. He's got quite a way to go, so let's get on board with Lee while we just wait for Taffy to finish. He's ready to celebrate. He's won this Grand Prix. He'll be picking up maximum points for the race win. And a very good effort. Great strategy as well. Going on the softs early, making that gap, and then managing the hard tyres. Also seeing that he had around him people with penalties, he could play it safe, and he did that. So well done to Lee. Gets the race win. Gets him off to a winning start to the season. And it's always special to get a win at the British Grand Prix. Fastest lap will go to Dreamer, who started second on the grid and will finish second on the grid. See, Pandaman Gaming made up a lot of places there. Giathanos with a really good showing there, up from 10th to 7th. 9th to 5th for Shane, also really good. But a decent showing there from everyone. Everyone gave everything they got. Everyone finished, which is important. A lot of penalties, which was not nice, but at least, at least we saw some good racing tonight, and we'll move on to next week. Excuse me. Where we will, of course, be under the same format. Hopefully the lobbies are working a little bit better next week. As I say, there's not a lot we can do about that. We will be in Mexico, and a very technical circuit there. We'll see what happens. Before I like to go, like to thank Ace and Ice One and all the bosses at NOMEX Racing for allowing me to commentate. And Sunday we have Formula One. At the same time next week we have the second F2 race of the season. So hopefully you have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you on Sunday. If not, same time next week for the F2. Have a great evening.